What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at it again with another video. So we're gonna check out why BMW M cars are crashing out in NYC featuring Sean. All right, so for all my NYC subscribers out there, you know what I'm saying? Apparently, the BMW M cars are just taking over the car scene out there. Like it's common to see BMW M cars just, you know, swimming in traffic, street racing, all types of stuff. And, you know, I've met some people from NYC that, you know, moved down here. And, you know, even some of them had BMW M cars or whatnot in the past. So we're going to check out why things are, you know, boys, is just crashing out up there, man. Appreciate all the love and support. Let's get into it, bro.
Left and right. Like, it's ridiculous how many people crash doing this. And it's really not shared that much because nobody's going to post their L's. That's pretty much what it is.
Take a performance car capable of 200 miles per hour.
Sound about right.
An impressionable mind that isn't fully developed, and 1,673 miles of combined freeways across New York. Well, then you have the recipe for the most dangerous trend to ever hit the road.
Swimming. I was just talking about it. Boys be swimming like crazy up there. And then, you know, the traffic is hella congested. Like, that shit wild. Y'all some wild ones out there, bro.
Ways, where the goal isn't to be the first across the line,
Ooh.
it's to survive.
Oh my God. Oh.
This is swimming. Nobody knows the ins and outs of this epidemic more than a man that shall not be named, better known as simply Sean.
If your goal is to buy a car and one of the boxes you have to tick off is being good at cutting up with it, then honestly, just don't even buy that car. Reevaluate what you're doing. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
When he's not rallying his BMW M2 or destroying Ford Crown Victorias for sport, he's showcasing the unscripted reality of what really happens on the New York freeways and city streets, posting videos that amass millions of views across multiple platforms.
I think I may have seen
showing
that,
what happens
that
when
video.
things don't go exactly
I've seen this
as
one.
planned. A quick glance at insurance auction websites in New York will show a myriad of powerful performance cars like the G80 M3 and F82 M4, which are more at home at the Green Hill than on city streets, that have been totaled out due to collisions. Well, the epidemic of cutting up or swimming or just being a total jackass on congested, crumbling freeways has something to do with it. The purpose of this video isn't to glorify these antics, nor am I on some moral high ground to say what's right and wrong, and I would never do that. But the purpose of this video is to show what really happens when riding the fine white line between life and death is a viable way to make money online and even building a brand.
This white BMW is one of the cars involved. Take a look at all of the front end damage, and then look further. You see all of the airbags deployed.
Welcome to the world of swimming.
New York, bro.
It's threading the needle, weaving in and out of traffic, sometimes inches away from other cars to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible. The skill comes into play when you have a split second to determine which route to take through traffic. One that can be successful and one that can end up dead.
Now, here's the thing. I have definitely swam before. I'm not saying that you should do it, so I don't condone this. I have, but it hasn't been like this. Like, I know when I'm like, you know what, I'm not about to do this because it's too congested. And granted, our highways are different. We got multiple lanes, so it's much easier to swim down here. But I will say this. I know when they're like, you know what, hey, I'm gonna just chill. I've seen people, you know, cut it real close. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just chill. It's a little bit too much traffic. I'm not trying to, you know, injure myself or injure anybody else. So I know when they're like, you know what, I'm gonna just chill. I'll wait, you know, and, you know, to try to get around somebody. I'm not about to be threading the needle like when it's super congested. But I have swam before. But I'm not like these guys. They got it. They're fucking professionals at this shit, or not, because they end up totaling that shit. And I care about my car too much. I put too much money into my car, so no, I'm not about to be even trying to risk it to that point to fuck my shit up. So
this has its origins on the roadways of inner city Tokyo, Japan.
So yes, I have swam before, but I don't do it often. I can tell you that now. And I don't suggest y'all do it either.
The infamous racing team Midnight, which was founded in 1982, were a secret group of business professionals, doctors, lawyers, and also tuners that were the
Wow.
undisputed champions of high-speed exhibitions on the Shuto Expressway in the greater Tokyo area of Japan. Their chairman, Echi Yoshida, and his turbo Porsche, called the Yoshida Special 930, would regularly break 300 kilometers an hour on public roads of Route B on the Shuto Expressway, known as the Wangan Line, which follows the western shore of the Tokyo Bay from Yokohama all the way to Urayasu. Yoshida's personal goal with his 930 Turbo was to beat the German tuning house Ruf and their Group C Turbo 911, better known as the Yellowbird, and its 347 km an hour top speed. So the Yoshida Special 930's engine was bored out to displace 3.4 liters from 3.3 liters with Mali forged pistons and titanium connecting rods directly from the Weizsack Porsche Development Center in Germany, and a huge K33 turbo which produced over 600 horsepower, more than double the factory output. Where it failed in top speed against the Yellowbird, it would be victorious in grabbing the hearts and minds of Japanese youth, as Yoshida's 930 was the inspiration behind the Blackbird in the manga called Wangan Midnight, which would end up selling over 17 million copies and adapted to a popular video game series and TV show. So what does this have to do with the swimming epidemic? Well, it shows at least the idea of driving fast on public roads can make for great entertainment and can also be profitable. No one knows more about this swimming trend than a man that shall not be named, simply known as Sean. I was able to get him on a video call where he gave me the rundown of the swimming epidemic and how it has become a disease infecting the roadways across not just New York City, but the entire US.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, for some people, the goal is to have fun. I'd say us is to have fun. We're chilling. We're going somewhere.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I'd say majority of the people doing
Ooh.
it's a competition to see who's got a bigger cock. That's pretty much, I swear to God, that's what it is. You got people basing their whole personality on this. People's egos are insane.
Yeah.
And that's where the danger comes in, because now it turns into like a competition, and it's like a race. It turns into a race.
Oh my God! Damn! Oh!
You won't realize how many crashes happen until you know people who are actively doing this, and you know what I mean? Like, it happens way more often than you think. People are crashing and totaling out cars left and right.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous how many people crash doing this.
Nope, can't
And
do it.
It's really not shared that much. It's not, because nobody's gonna post their L's. That's pretty much what it is. I've known people.
Oh my God!
They'll crash their car. They'll total their car.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have such a high ego. They're you know, oh, they're valid driver, this and that, blah blah blah. They crash their car. They disappear. They disable their Instagram account.
Wow!
They're gone. You know, it's like their whole persona. That's them. Like, they cut up. That's what they do.
The way these deviants are created are very simple. First, get your hands on a great handling, stable at high speeds performance car. Some
Hold on, bro. Do y'all see that slang? How a cheeseburger
deviants are
is
created are very simple. First, get your hands
NYC slang for dickhead.
on a great handling, stable at high speeds performance car. Some American and Japanese examples can fit this role, like a C6 Z06 or Shelby GT500 with a track package, R35 Nissan GTR, or A90 Supra. But what you really want is a car built for the Autobahn. A BMW Motorsport variant like the M2 Coupe, the M3 Sedan, the M4 Coupe, or the M5 Sedan is the go-to option. The cheaper 40i and 50i models with the B58 and N63 engines are also great picks, as they can be easily tuned to meet or exceed the M car's power at the detriment of braking and handling performance. Mercedes AMG models and Audi S and RS trims also fulfill this role pretty well. Stable at high speeds, tunable, and great handling. Get a dash cam.
That's bro. That's the thing, bro. Like the Mercedes that I have at high speeds, smooth. Half the time, I'll be like, damn, I'm really going this fast. I gotta slow down. Smooth, especially when it comes to handling and stuff. And doesn't really take much, you know. Get it. Keep telling people, especially with BMW models, downpipe. A quick email from a tuner, boom, there you go. An email and a downpipe, bro. That's it. And you're making some good power.
Record yourself doing the most devious cuts, white lines, and evasions while inbox is playing through the speakers, and upload and grow your wanted level to 6 stars, and you'll become a certified hood legend, and sell some merch while you're at it. If you crash into a guardrail or a minivan, just delete your Instagram and every trace you ever existed. Get the insurance check, buy another Beamer, open a new Instagram, and repeat.
Yep.
Now let's be real, this is all sarcasm, but this is literally the logic of those that get into the realm of swimming cars for the rush and clout on social media. As this trend has grown, it has put an ever-increasing burden on the average citizen minding their business. According to New York City Open Data, just 5% of hit-and-run drivers who seriously hurt or fatally injure people on the city streets were caught last year, meaning 95% of the suspects got away with the crime due to the use of obscured license plates that aren't traceable. New York also has the second highest annual cost of full coverage auto insurance in the entire nation, only second to Florida. And every time somebody macks on the freeway and insurance deems the vehicle a total loss and cuts a check, it increases the yearly premiums of everyone under the carrier, even if your driving record is squeaky clean with no accidents.
It's RNG. It's a random numbers game. It's probability. You're gonna crash.
Yeah,
now,
you're
why
gonna crash.
Police just chase and arrest the offenders? Well, they simply can't catch them.
Nope.
Oh, man, look at him. What an asshole.
The NYPD employs many different styles of patrol vehicles, more commonly the Ford Explorer, the Chevy Tahoe, the Ford Taurus, and the fastest of the bunch, the Hemi-powered Dodge Chargers, capable of sustained speeds of 150 miles per hour. Even with its speed capabilities, they are often outmaneuvered since they are heavy, weighing in at roughly 4,570 pounds, around 1,000 pounds heavier than your ideal car to cut up with. The freeways are narrower and more densely populated than what you see in other parts of the US. Therefore, top speed is much less important and nimbleness is much more desired. If you compare the tactics of more heavy-handed police agencies like Georgia State Police, which has the highest fatality rate of chases in the country,
you'll find
NYPD terminates chases more often due to the risk to the public of continuing the chase outweighs the risk of the public if the suspect gets away. Georgia State Police doesn't follow those procedures, typically chasing till the suspect either wrecks out or is immobilized, which leads to higher rates of injuries and fatalities in the name of protecting
They don't
the
give a fuck.
Many in the swimming scene know NYPD have a more stringent pursuit policy. Therefore, they are more enticed to flee than take a simple speeding ticket that makes the roads much more dangerous as a whole.
Everybody over here has BMWs. So I don't think there's any real go-to car, any fast car that can handle. But
so not a Hellcat.
Dude, I can't even go to work without getting white lined by a fucking straight pipe shitbox, you know? So honestly, I guess you can do it in any car. I mean, it's not recommended.
As of now, this trend doesn't seem like it's stopping anytime soon. And the only good that can come from this right now is that there's a lot of cheap rebuildable BMWs floating around on auction sites. But in all seriousness, don't be a cheeseburger.
Facts. Facts. Like I said, I have swam before, you know, going to a car meet or whatnot, but it's not something that I regularly do because one, I do care about my safety, you know what I'm saying? I care about my car. I'm not trying to hit nobody else. So there have been times where, you know, swimming with people or kind of switching lanes or whatnot, and the traffic gets a little bit too hectic. I chill. I'll be like, you know what? Let me chill. It's too much traffic, too many people around. I ain't about to do this. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm some, you know, like, oh no, I never have done that. No, I have in the past, but I don't make it a common occurrence. Only because one is dangerous, and two, if you do keep doing it on the regular, you will crash. It's not even a question of if, it's when. And I care too much about my cars. I invested too much time and money and worked hard to get them for me to fuck them up like that. Like, nah, I'm not trying to do that. So for the most part, I usually be chilling, but I have done this before. Not to this extreme in this much congested traffic where, you know, it's different down here in Texas, more lanes. And I've never done it this, like, to the point where they be like threading the needle like super close. I've never done that. I don't think I ever will, but it does happen and it is a thing. So comment down below, let me know some other car related videos y'all want me to check out. I definitely will. Appreciate all the love, support. Road to 150K. I meant to say 20K, but hey, one day 150K. But I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.